Welcome to another episode of Good News here on WCCO. We like to gather some of our uplifting stories to prove there is a lot of good stuff going on. Let's dive in. Summer is prime time for sailing, right? Well, imagine doing it blind. That's happening on Bde Maka Ska. Frankie McClister shares how a nonprofit is breaking waves and barriers.
It's around 10 a.m. at the Minneapolis Sailing Center.
No smile.
Michael Munn and Deanna going off the mooring. You guys can leave now if you want.
Which means it's time to embark.
And here's the furled jib.
A diverse group of 20 who've all physically lost some percentage of sight, taking the lake with an eye on the prize.
So this is kind of like dream come true, to be honest.
All because of Twin Cities blind sailing, one Minneapolis man and many others can see that dream come to life.
So I have Usher syndrome.
What is that?
So it's a combination of vision and hearing loss.
I never thought I would be able to do this, but here I am.
You haven't crashed yet.
So here's how it works. The organization partners with the Minneapolis Sailing Center, who then recruits volunteers to be sighted guides. Those guides are on each boat with the participants, and the participants are either visually impaired or blind.
It's not me telling them what they can and can't do. It's them discovering.
Katie Boyd is the one with the vision behind it all and started the org in 2023 after having picked up the sport while living in Boston.
Anything can be adaptive. Just because, and this is what I tell kids, just because something hasn't been done doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means you might be the first.
Every other week throughout the summer, the group gathers on the lake's northeast corner to cruise. And for those craving competition, they race too.
Can you see what you're doing, Josh?
Not a whole lot, especially with like the glare I'm getting right now.
Persevering from the bow to the stern.
Kind of be out listening to the sounds around, like the sound of the sail.
Just like you didn't need all five senses from the get-go.
You know, it's freeing.
With photojournalist Dave Schwab.
Blind people can do whatever we set our minds to.
Push it a little bit.
Frankie McClister, WCCO News.
Now, a hockey team built around players who are also blind, meaning a slightly unique approach to the game. Mike Max introduces us to a legend known as the Goalie Monster.
This is Bde Jones. She is a goalie. This is her mother, watching and very proud.
The fact that she gets a team to play with and that are just like her, and it's inspiring for her. She inspires others.
Wilbur. That's right, inspire others. Now you will hear the backstory. This is Bde Jones at home with her family.
Keep going, sweetie.
Reading Braille.
Who really felt.
She and her brother Ethan were both born blind. Their older brother was not. He ascended to a high school hockey career, but Dad wanted more for his other children.
We had our second kid who was born blind, and it came to a point where he's like, when do I get to play hockey? I had to kind of tell him, you don't get to. And that wasn't a fun conversation. And of course, we had our daughter, who was also born, and I'm like, I'm not telling her, no, you can't play either.
So he researched it and got in touch with the right people and became the head coach and president of Minnesota Blind Hockey. The roster is made up of players ages 8 to 60, including Evie and brother Ethan. Most important, they are on a team.
I love it. The movement is great. The release of energy, the ability to work with a team. It's taught me a lot about how to, work with people.
That's what Dad really wanted. Forget the sport, remember the reason.
I'm a believer in you have to participate in some type of team, right? As a kid growing up, I don't care if it's the robotics team, the chess team, a hockey team, just get into that team stuff.
In the process, their daughter has become a bit of a legend, craving the same rush all athletes gravitate to on game night.
I wanted to be cheered on, and I like the movement and, well, just being with the team.
Because of the vision impaired, the puck is bigger and makes a rattling noise. The net is a foot smaller. They call her the Goalie Monster because she has a call to communicate with her teammates on the ice, so they know where she is even if they can't see her. They call it the roar. Let's hear the Goalie Monster roar.
Are you ready, fans?
Typical goalie, right? One of the most like laid back things, but you know, in the laid back, like doesn't get upset about things going on.
So the game starts.
She roars. That's why she has the Goalie Monster name. Her roar helps you figure out where you are on the ice.
And even though she occasionally gives one up, what she does not do is live in self-pity. You don't seem like you feel sorry for yourself.
Oh, I never feel sorry for myself.
What's the key to that attitude?
Always have the positive attitude, because feeling sorry for yourself gets you nowhere.
Parents get to watch their kids play hockey. Exactly what their kids wanted. And Mom and Dad know that means more than playing hockey.
We never thought our kids were going to play hockey. I mean,
it's got to make a mom pretty choke up once in a while.
Yeah. But now we know they can do anything.
That's right, unleashing the opportunity to be anything and do it with a roar. So teach me how to do the roar.
Okay, so I need to take a deep breath and go. Wow.
Not good enough?
That sounded scary.
I love that roar. You get them, maybe. You get them, girl. For high school athletes, hours and hours of practice lead up to one final meet, and perhaps no one has worked harder than Montevideo senior track star Jessa Norby. John Lauritsen explains.
Well, I mean, I was pretty bummed because my volleyball season got cut short, and then I couldn't play basketball.
No student athlete wants to begin their senior year by having intense hip surgery, but that's exactly what happened to Jessa Norby.
She had been having pain all through high school playing sports, and we were trying all kinds of different things, trying to figure out what was going on.
It turns out Jessa had hip dysplasia. In September, doctors surgically repaired her hip socket and a torn labrum, but told her recovery would likely take a year, meaning no sports for this senior standout.
You know, I remember when she first returned after her surgery, she walked into my calculus class. Well, she didn't walk in. She came in on crutches and she couldn't hardly move. And I was like, well, we're probably not going to see her this spring.
But Jessa never gave up. She rehabbed every single day. And by spring, she was able to dump the crutches for running spikes. It was a painful start to the track season, but things slowly got better.
Just where I am today, it's incredible.
Running for Montevideo in lane 3.
For the section meet, Jessa was the anchor on Montevideo's 200-meter relay team. When she came around that final curve, she was a good 10 meters behind. But then the will to win kicked in.
I thought, oh my gosh, she might do this. And then she crossed the finish line. We weren't quite sure right away because it was so close.
A last-second lean made all the difference, and it sent Jessa's relay team to state with a school record in hand.
We all just rejoiced. We were hugging, we were crying. It was amazing, to be honest.
I had tears in my eyes. I was happy, so happy for her, because I know what she'd been through.
And in so many ways, this senior's race was much longer than 200 meters. For Jessa, it's not just about the thrill of making it to state with her relay team. It's also about inspiring other student athletes who are going through their own adversity.
If you can just stay strong and trust yourself and trust your process, trust your doctors, all of that, you're going to make it through and you're going to come out better than ever.
In St. Michael, John Lauritsen, WCCO News.
At the state track meet, Jessa's relay team didn't make it out of prelims, but like their coach said, it was so rewarding that they got as far as they did. An emotional day for the friends and family of Minnesota National Guard members returning from months abroad. Photojournalist Joe Van Ryn and Jason Rantala take us to St. Paul for a hero's homecoming.
It's been us 4 girls for 3.5 months, and now Dad's gonna have a home of screaming girls once again.
Signs of excitement and support.
Welcome home, Daddy!
As loved ones and service members welcome home more than 100 airmen Thursday, the 133rd Airlift Wing of the Minnesota National Guard. They spent 3.5 months in Africa supporting counterterrorism operations and carrying out several high-priority missions for U.S. Africa Command. But the mission's not over until the planes land. And after counting down the days, the wait was finally over. Some reunions included some furry family members.
He's got 2 little kitty cats, and he hasn't seen them since February.
He's probably excited to see the cats.
He's excited to see the kitty cats.
Little Coda is 7 months old now, and he's grown quite a bit since Haiti Doll's husband left for his service.
It's been sad that he's been missing out on like all these little milestones for our first dog, so I'm mostly excited for him to see Coda and get to be a part of it again.
For some, the reunion was hard to put into words.
Something if you haven't gone through it before, you can't describe it. So, but yeah, everyone got 2 inches bigger and grew up a lot.
For others, it's still sinking in.
Doesn't feel real just yet, I guess.
On the way home, it's just a rush. I'm kind of still in the rush right now, but yeah.
But after months of sacrifice and separation, the simple things mean the most.
Just be a family again. That's all that matters.
With photojournalist Joe Van Ryn, Jason Rantala, WCCO News.
A young hockey player is beating the odds after a life-changing injury on the ice. We first met Jackson Drum in 2025, shortly after he was hurt playing in Canada. Photojournalists Nick Luneman and Jeff Wagner show us how that hard work is building to a very special moment.
Keep thinking those long steps, trying to get each foot
for months
past the next.
It's been a few feet at a time.
Nicely done.
A few steps in therapy.
All right, go ahead and stand up.
Strict break time, then a few more after that.
I prioritize my therapy right now because I do want to get better.
We first introduced you to Jackson after a hockey injury left him with a severe spinal cord injury. At the time, doctors told his family he may never walk again. Jackson had other plans.
When I first got hurt, telling the doctors that that wasn't going to be who I was.
First we started with the platform walker, and then we went to a smaller walker, and now we're with the arm crutches that he's hoping to walk with for graduation.
And exaggerate that lift with those right.
Since returning home to Alexandria, every day has been about moving forward, one step, then another, all leading to one moment.
Jackson David Drum.
Not the whole school has seen me walk, so I'm just going to try not to fall. That's my goal.
Yeah, Jackson!
16 months ago, doctors said Jackson might never walk again.
Every day is a struggle because I know that I should be doing like as much as I can to get better. Just to always push through.
On this day, he only needed a few feet.
Your attitude can change almost everything. How you look at things and your perspective.
With photojournalist Nick Luneman, Jeff Wagner, WCCO News.
Drum still has a way to go in his recovery. Later this summer, though, he'll head to Rutgers University for a program designed to get him ready for college. Then he hopes to attend Liberty University and return to hockey as a coach. That'll do it for Good News on WCCO. You can find more of these videos here on our YouTube page, or join us live every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Central Time on air or online on WCCO.com, or you can stream us through CBS News Minnesota. Enjoy today, friends.